Most financial gurus focus on bank balances, investments, and side hustles. But what if I told you that real wealth begins not in your wallet, but in your mind, body, and relationships? For decades, the playbook for building wealth has been drilled into us. Work harder, climb the corporate ladder, max out your 401k, and save every penny. We're told to focus exclusively on the numbers on a balance sheet. This advice isn't wrong, but it's dangerously incomplete. It's like being given a high-performance race car but never being taught how to be a skilled, focused, and healthy driver. What good is the perfect vehicle if the person behind the wheel is exhausted and heading for a crash? The uncomfortable truth is that the greatest threats to your financial future often have nothing to do with market downturns. Groundbreaking studies reveal a startling pattern. Chronic burnout, deteriorating physical health, and emotionally draining relationships can obliterate your wealth far more effectively than any bad investment. These are the silent wealth killers that traditional financial advice ignores. It's time to stop just managing your money and start managing the entire ecosystem that allows wealth to grow. It's time for a fundamental mindset shift. Let's look at the primary culprit: stress. The 2022 Gallup Global Emotions Report confirmed that feelings of stress, worry, and sadness are at the highest levels in recorded history. This isn't just an emotional problem, it's a profound economic one. When we're chronically stressed, our bodies are flooded with cortisol. This hormonal response shuts down the part of our brain responsible for rational thought and long-term planning and hands the keys over to our primitive reactive fear center. Think about it. When you're overwhelmed, are you calmly executing your investment strategy? Or are you more likely to panic sell during a market dip? Are you thoughtfully planning your budget or impulsively clicking buy now for a hit of dopamine to soothe your frayed nerves? This state of constant fight or flight directly sabotages our financial well-being. It craters our productivity, limiting our income potential. It clouds our judgment, leading to disastrous financial decisions. And over time, it can manifest as physical illness, creating medical debt that can wipe out years of savings. The hustle culture that promised prosperity has, for many, delivered a state of perpetual, wealth-destroying anxiety. So, if the old model is broken, what's the alternative? It's not about abandoning financial discipline. It's about building that discipline on a foundation that can actually support it. This is where we introduce the well-being wealth matrix. Think of it as a new operating system for prosperity. It's a holistic framework designed to build sustainable, fulfilling wealth by focusing on 4 interconnected pillars. These aren't just nice-to-haves. They are the essential, non-negotiable foundations of a rich life in every sense of the word. The 4 pillars are mental clarity, the capacity for focus and sound judgment, physical vitality, the energy to execute your plans and enjoy your success, social connection, the resilient support system that provides opportunity and buffers against hardship, and finally, conscious finance, the practice of aligning your money with your deepest values. When these 4 pillars are strong and balanced, they create a stable platform upon which true, lasting wealth can be built. Let's start with the most powerful asset you have in your financial toolkit: your mindset. We often focus on charts, market trends, and expert advice, but the real battle is fought within our own minds. When we operate from a place of stress, our financial judgment becomes compromised. Think about it. That tight feeling in your chest when you see a market dip, the racing thoughts about your retirement fund, the impulse to make a drastic move just to feel in control. That's your brain's ancient survival mechanism kicking in, a system designed to handle immediate physical threats, not complex portfolio allocations. It's a state of fight or flight, and it's terrible for your wealth. In fact, compelling research from Harvard Business School reveals that high stress levels can reduce our decision-making accuracy by a staggering 13%. Now, 13% might not sound like a catastrophe, but in the world of finance, it's the difference between a calculated risk and a reckless gamble. It's the margin that leads to selling low during a panic, buying high on a wave of FOMO, or ignoring a well-thought-out financial plan in a moment of anxiety. Over a lifetime of investing, a 13% deficit in judgment can translate to tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars lost or left on the table. That is the real, tangible cost of being overwhelmed while managing your money. So, how do we counteract this? The answer lies in cultivating mental clarity through the power of the present moment. This isn't about chanting mantras to make your stocks go up. It's about creating a crucial space between a financial trigger and your reaction to it. Practices like mindfulness, journaling, and even just 10 minutes of daily silence have been scientifically shown to rewire our brains. They help quiet the amygdala, our internal alarm system, and strengthen the prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain responsible for rational thought, long-term planning, and impulse control. This shift improves focus, dramatically reduces financial anxiety, and allows you to approach your money with a calm, clear head. Let's make this practical. Journaling, for instance, can be a powerful tool for untangling financial knots. Instead of letting anxiety swirl in your head, put them on paper. Ask yourself specific questions. What is the story I'm telling myself about this financial situation? Is it based on fact or fear? Or, what is one small positive financial action I took this week? This act of externalizing your thoughts helps you see them objectively, separating emotional narratives from financial realities. Here's a simple yet transformative habit you can start tomorrow. Try this. Every single morning, before your feet even hit the floor, before you check your bank account, your investment portfolio, or your work emails, take 60 seconds. Just 1 minute. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself this one question. What does financial peace look like for me today? Maybe the answer is simply not checking the market. Maybe it's sticking to your budget for lunch. Or maybe it's making that contribution to your savings account you've been planning. The answer doesn't have to be monumental. The power is in the question itself. By starting your day with this intention, you are priming your brain for proactive, value-driven behavior. That single moment of clarity fundamentally shifts your money moves from reactive, emotional impulses to deliberate, intentional actions that align with your long-term goals. Think health isn't wealth? According to Fidelity, the average retired couple in the U.S. will need $315,000 just for healthcare expenses. Neglect your body now, and you'll pay the price later. But here's the good news. Walking 30 minutes a day can boost mental performance and energy, helping you tackle side hustles, career growth, and budget planning with sharper focus. The movement multiplier is real. Healthier people report earning more and missing fewer workdays, according to the American Journal of Health Promotion. Notice the difference between an energetic, healthy worker and a tired, stressed worker. On one side, you see someone focused, alert, and productive, thriving in a calm environment. On the other, stress and fatigue make even simple tasks feel overwhelming. The lighting, posture, and energy tell the story. Your physical health directly impacts your performance and well-being at work. Investing in your health isn't just about feeling good, it's about unlocking your full potential and creating a positive, productive atmosphere. Which side do you want to be on? Every healthy choice you make today is a step toward a brighter, more successful tomorrow. We often measure wealth in dollars, but have you ever measured it in trust, support, or mentorship? According to a study from Carnegie Mellon, people with strong social support are 50% more likely to live longer and wealthier lives. Whether it's a friend keeping you accountable to your budget or a mentor guiding your career, your network is your net worth. Instead of shallow networking, try what I call heartwork connections, building trust with people who uplift your purpose. We've reached the final and most crucial part of our journey together, putting it all together into a holistic harvest. Throughout this series, we've challenged the old, brittle definition of wealth, the one measured only in dollars and cents. We've discovered that true, sustainable wealth is a living, breathing ecosystem. It's not just about what you earn, but the quality of life you cultivate along the way. To see this principle in action, let's look at the story of Maya, an immigrant mother of two. When we first meet her, her life is a blur of exhaustion. She's trapped in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, juggling a demanding job with the responsibilities of motherhood. Late nights are spent staring at a computer screen, fueled by caffeine and anxiety. Mornings are a frantic rush. She feels like she's constantly failing on all fronts, as a mother, as a professional, and in her personal finances. The stress is a physical weight, and her dream of starting her own business feels impossibly distant. She's operating from a place of pure survival. Then, Maya hits a wall. A moment of burnout so profound it becomes a turning point. She realizes that chasing financial success at the expense of her well-being isn't just unsustainable. It's a losing game. So she makes a radical choice. Instead of working harder, she decides to work smarter on herself first. She makes a non-negotiable commitment to getting 7 full hours of sleep each night. She starts her day not with her phone, but with 10 minutes of quiet meditation. She carves out protected family time, putting her phone away for an hour each evening to be fully present with her children. These weren't luxuries. They were strategic investments in her most valuable asset, herself. This is where the magic begins. With proper rest, her mind becomes clearer. The constant fog of anxiety begins to lift. During her meditations, she gains the clarity to identify a unique gap in the market that her skills could fill. The quality time with her family refills her emotional reserves, reminding her she's working so hard. It fuels her with a powerful love-based motivation, replacing the fear-based anxiety that had driven her for so long. Fueled by this newfound energy and clarity, Maya takes the leap. She starts her business, not with a huge, risky loan, but with small, calculated steps. Her well-rested mind allows her to make sharp, strategic decisions. Her emotionally regulated state helps her navigate the inevitable setbacks of entrepreneurship with resilience instead of panic. Her home office, once a symbol of stress, slowly transforms into a hub of creativity and success. She lands her first major client. She hits her first 5-figure month. And each milestone isn't just a number on a spreadsheet, it's celebrated with the family who fueled her journey. Within 2 years, Maya builds a thriving 6-figure business. But more importantly, she designs a life where her work serves her well-being, not the other way around. She's not just richer in her bank account. She's richer in her relationships, her health, and her peace of mind. Maya's story is a powerful illustration of a well-documented phenomenon. Neuroscientists and behavioral psychologists have shown that chronic stress and burnout are the enemies of financial success. When our bodies are flooded with the stress hormone cortisol, our prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for rational decision-making and long-term planning, is impaired. We fall into what's known as a scarcity mindset, making short-sighted, fear-based decisions just to get by. Conversely, when we reduce burnout and improve our emotional health, we regain access to our full cognitive abilities. We shift towards an abundance mindset, where we see opportunities instead of just threats. We're more creative, more resilient, and more willing to take the kind of strategic, calculated risks that are essential for significant financial growth. So, how do you apply this to your own life? It all comes down to this financial freedom formula, the holistic blueprint for building a life that is both prosperous and deeply fulfilling. First, a calm mind to make wise money decisions. A turbulent mind leads to impulsive spending and panic selling. Cultivating calmness means creating space between a financial trigger and your reaction. It could be a 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases, or a 2-minute breathing exercise before you open your banking app. This mental space is where wisdom grows. Second, a healthy body to earn, save, and invest with energy. Your physical health is the engine of your wealth-building capacity. It's having the sustained vitality to excel. Think of healthy habits not as chores, but as direct deposits into your energy account. These actions compound over time, giving you the physical stamina to build and enjoy your wealth. Third, a trusted circle to grow with and learn from. Your social wealth is a powerful accelerator. Curate a circle of people who support and inspire you, a mentor, a partner, or friends who openly discuss money. This network provides accountability, emotional support, and diverse perspectives. And finally, fourth, clear financial habits that support your life, not stress it. Your habits, like automating savings, should be the invisible architecture of your success. The goal isn't a restrictive budget, but a values-based spending plan that directs money towards what truly brings you joy. Your financial system should be a tool for liberation, not a cage of anxiety. This 4-part formula is the essence of holistic wealth. It's a shift from chasing a number to building a life. It's the understanding that how you live each day directly shapes your financial destiny. True wealth isn't a destination you arrive at, burned out and alone. It is the rich, vibrant, and resilient life you build, piece by piece, day by day. It is the freedom to live fully, now. Here's what you can do this week to start building wealth with well-being at the center. Choose one well-being habit. Meditate, walk daily, journal, audit your circle. Who supports your goals? Set a well-being budget. Time plus money invested in your mental, physical, and social health. Track how you feel about money, not just what you spend. These aren't just feel-good strategies, they're proven pathways to prosperity. Which area of your well-being are you working on right now? Mind, body, or community? Drop it in the comments, and if this video sparked a mindset shift, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe for more faceless but fearless advice from Money Talks with Adia.